Hello guys, and welcome back to another Beard Guys replay with me, Ben. Today we got something a little bit different. We've got a guest replay. It's the first replay that I've actually got to comment on. Hasn't been one of my own, I believe. Certainly the first to go up on the channel, which is pretty cool. A guy called Bear5, Ryan, sent this in to me quite a while ago. Sorry it's taken so long to get this online, Ryan. I had a little bit of trouble with the audio on the video, but it's all sorted out now. So he's driving the Centurion, the British tank. It's not a tank I've ever used myself, and we're on cliff, and he's done what I like to do on cliff when you can, is get straight up onto here. If you're in a reasonably paced tank, get yourself up onto this hill. You need someone up there, and a lot of the time, whichever team takes this hill and holds it can win the battle. There's only one way up there, and it gives you a very good spot to defend. You could spot out across the base really nicely, and you can defend this corner pretty well as well. There's also no artillery, which helps things out a little bit, makes life a little bit easier for Bear here. So he's being nice and cautious here. He doesn't have to worry about RT obviously, so he can just keep sitting here and just poking around and firing off shots. Nice hit there. Puts another shot in to finish him off. So it's been a pretty even start to the battle. We're only a couple of minutes in, and it doesn't really look like the enemy have sent too much round here. The ones that have come this way are camping back pretty bad, which can make life easy for the attackers if they can get spotted out. Okay, but the enemy has pushed around pretty well on the through the town over on the sort of 8-9 side of the map. Another nice kill there. Kill number 2, I believe. We're only 2.5 minutes in, or not even that. And looks like he's lining up to try and grab kill number 3 already. But he's got to be wary. He might get flanked soon. There's 3 heavy tanks pushing through that look like they're going to be a danger on the cap, and it doesn't look like he's too wary of those guys yet. He's still chipping away over on the left. So it looks like he's decided to go and attempt to spot up across the base. Maybe that's what I'd normally do, is at least try and poke your head around here every now and again and get some spots away. It's not really a good place to sit and shoot because you'll get spotted very quickly, and you could eat a lot of fire from a lot of different people. But it's definitely a good spot to go and spot out the enemy base, especially if they've got artillery. You can often spot the enemy artillery from here. If you're in a high tier game, it's very hard to hide some of those artilleries that are the size of a school bus. There's not really any way you can do that. And mine's is a very small map. So gets away another nice shot there and grabs kill number 3, and 7 damage in ribbons is pretty solid at this stage in the battle already. And if it was me calling it at this stage, looking at how the enemies are laid out across the map, I'd say the Greens are going to lose this. Well, maybe until that fairly filthy ammo rack just then. But let's see what we can do. Normally when a team is just sat back and they've got enemies coming into their base like that, it's normally a sign that things aren't going to go too well. But if he can keep alive in his Centurion up here, then he's got a really good vantage spot for shooting these guys, pushing the flag. He takes out the object very nicely there. Important kill. Saving that T-95, at least for the time being, who's just about to get flanked. And dives out and grabs another kill very rapidly. So he's up to, I think that was kill number 5. We're on 10 damage in ribbons. Not even 5 minutes in yet. And he's pretty single-handedly keeping the scores even here. Admittedly getting a lot of kill shots away on people, not having to chip their health down too much, but important shots nonetheless. Getting those guns out of the game and making it easier for his team to stay alive. So he's already on a top gun now. We're on 9-all for the teams. They've managed to fight back and defend the base pretty well, and they're back on the sort of front foot here, and pushing back at the Reds after that little scare back at the base. So here's someone with a bit more health for Seabear to deal with. And easily pens through the upper plate of the Tiger II there. Now here's someone that's a little bit more tricky, and he really needs to get a tracking shot on this guy, or he needs to run away. There he goes. Unfortunately, couldn't track him early enough so that he might be able to really poke out and get any shots on that guy. But at least he managed to slow him down, and he can move to a safe place, because you don't want to be sitting in front of a T-95 scrapping with that guy. So at this stage of the battle, he must be thinking about the potential of maybe grabbing that 7th or 8th kill. He's got 6 kills pretty early, and there's still 5 left. He's still got 900 hit points. Bit unlucky with dispersion there. Drops the shot very low, and eats into the tracks of the T-54. Nothing you can really do about those. Sometimes it's just going to happen. And there we go. A nicer shot there. That's what we want. Tracked and damaged. Don't know what that T-54 there is doing. Doesn't get himself into a good position at all. He's still sitting side on to exactly where he got shot from. Ends up getting a damaged ammo rack as a thank you for that. Gets himself in a bit of a better position there, and much more likely to bounce shots when he's just showing his very rounded turret there on the T-54. But there is very respectable pen on the top gun on this Centurion, and it eats through it. So there's kill number 7. He's on 17 damaging ribbons now. And only 2 tanks left. So it looks like they've pretty much got this in the bag. There's kill number 8. That's the Radley Walters. So many one-shot kills in this. Tanks that he just popped up in front of him and he's just taken out with 1 hit. I think possibly 6 of the kills have been, 5 or 6 of the kills have been like that. The T-54 he had to take out. Tiger II he had to bring down a little bit more health on. And this KV-4 might be a one-shot if he gets a good roll on that. Unlucky there, bounces on the turret. Didn't want to throw himself down there. Probably could have risked it, but I don't think he would have one-shot that guy. So he finishes up with 8 kills. Maybe could have pinched a 9th, but I think it would have been tough to try and get it on that KV-4. So let's have a look at the post-battle results. Seabear managed 80,000 silver, 3,000 XP in that, and a whole bunch of medals and awards. You got the Radley Walters medal for 8 kills, and alongside that you also always get your Devastator and your Top Gun for 7 and 6 kills respectively. You got the Mastery 99% and a High Caliber for dishing out a huge amount of damage in that game. Now let's have a look at the in detail results. He managed 6,000 damage in his Centurion 7-1, a little bit of spotting damage, 8 kills and just over 2,000 base XP, which is very, very impressive in a tier 9 tank and doesn't really happen too often. So thanks very much for sending this replay in to me, Seabear. It's been really fun getting to do commentary on someone else's gameplay for a change. I'd much rather do commentary on other people's gameplay than my own, but unfortunately Xbox kind of limits that by the lack of saved games. You need to have your own external capture card to be able to save stuff, so it's a little bit difficult compared to PC. But if anyone else has replays, decent quality recording and a good round, feel free to send that over to me. Just give me a shout in the comments, on the forum, on Twitter, whatever, and I'll give you an email address and just send those over to me. Also, please go and check out Seabear's YouTube channel. He's got his own channel. I'll stick a link to that in the description underneath the video. Go and check that out and see some more replays from a very good player. Nice one. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please let me know if you enjoyed that in the comments. If you did, please think about hitting like and subscribing to the channel. I've been Ben, we're the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.